So this is my backyard farm. We've got all kinds of amazing homegrown vegetables. All this stuff is grown without any chemicals, without any GMOs. I get to know everything that goes into it and kind of be part of that process.
Yeah.
And check out this non-GMO corn. Did you know you can grow corn without a US subsidy?
No. How big do the cobs get?
Oh, they get pretty big. If you want, we can shuck later.
That sounds delicious.
Well, what is going on here? What is this?
Just growing my own food in my own backyard.
This is a garden. Did you know that the Supreme Court has ruled that the Commerce Clause applies to garden?
What? Do you mean to tell me that the Interstate Commerce Clause tells me I can't grow food in my own backyard and eat it in my own home?
Well, I think you should be quiet. There's your papers. There's your identification.
I'm growing food in my own backyard.
Oh, quiet! Silence! This is illegal! You are a terrorist! You are an organic terrorist! You are a threat to the state! You come with me now!
Are you kidding?
Come with me now!
What?
Are you tired of big government telling you what to do on your own property? Are you fed up with the federal government using the Commerce Clause to justify intrusion into your daily life? Consider playing in the Small Government Golf Tournament on Saturday, November 12th. The tournament starts at 1 p.m. at the Terra Vista Golf Course. All proceeds benefit Texans for Accountable Government, who has successfully pushed back against big government at the state and local levels.
Force today rallying at the state capitol in Texas. The group Texans for Accountable Government wants a bill that would stop pat downs to be revisited during the special session.
All players will receive a one-year subscription to Golf Digest, a Dick's Sporting Goods gift card, and a bumper sticker from LibertyStickers.com. Don't play golf? No problem. You are invited to join us for the celebratory dinner after the tournament. Texans for Accountable Government will be celebrating its 2011 legislative victories. Mix and mingle with other local liberty lovers, including local liberty business owners like Brave New Books, Pure Rain Drinking Water, and Central Texas Gun Works. And dinner is free for all golfers. So if you want big government out of your personal life, feel free to join us on Saturday, November 12th at 1 p.m. for the Small Government Golf Tournament. You can register online right now at smallgovernmentgolf.com. That's smallgovernmentgolf.com. And if you like celebrating victories, you are invited to join us for dinner after the tournament, celebrating the 2011 legislative victories of Texans for Accountable Government. For more information, visit smallgovernmentgolf.com. And remember, the government that governs best governs least.
Well, one of the basic tenets of freedom is that individuals have the right to enter into private contracts with other individuals. For example, I might contract with my neighbor to buy some raw milk or raw eggs or raw meat. And the FDA is saying that you can't do that. So they are attacking one of the most fundamental tenets of a free society.
Wow, how big did the cobs get?
Oh, pretty big. If you want, we can go shuck later.
That's fucking awesome.
The boom got a little bit in.
This is our non-GMO corn. It's actually grown without any US subsidies. Pretty cool, huh?
Wow.
Yeah.
It's
And
beautiful.
so all this stuff is grown without any chemicals, without any GMOs. I get to know everything that goes into it and kind of be part of that process.
Yeah.
Isn't that pretty amazing?
Yeah, it's beautiful and amazing.
Yeah.
You are a terrorist! You need to come with me! Shut up! Shut your mouth!
We should shuck later.
Yeah, you're right. I guess I should have chipped out, huh?
Custom clubs for greater accuracy. Chipshot.com.
Four!
On June 4th, Texans for Accountable Government organized a massive rally at the state capitol in support of a bill that would ban invasive body pat-downs in Texas airports. Speakers included the author of the bill, Representative David Simpson, radio host Adam McManus, liberty activist Catherine Bleich, and radio host Jack Blood. The rally was so successful that it made national news on Fox.
In Texas, lawmakers had earlier backed off a bill that would outlaw aggressive pat-downs at state airports. But the Lone Star State may be having a change of heart right now. The sponsor of the bill says the measure is gaining support in some very powerful places. Julie Banderas is live at our Fox Newsroom with the details.
Supporters of a bill that would make intrusive pat-downs a crime are actually out in force today, rallying at the state capitol in Texas. The group Texans for Accountable Government wants a bill that would stop pat-downs to be revisited during the special session. It would ban pat-downs at airport security lines and bring criminal charges for TSA agents if they were to touch someone inappropriately. The bill passed unanimously in the House, but Republicans withdrew their support, fearing a lawsuit from the federal government and the possibility of flight cancellations in Texas. So the bill died in the Senate. Well, supporters believe those searches violate their constitutional rights. And it's not just in Texas. People are having strong opinions about these pat-downs. Legislators in other states are chiming in too. Republican Utah State Representative Carl Rimmer intends to introduce legislation in January that would ban pat-downs without probable cause by Transportation Security Administration workers. He says, quote, "There's only two places citizens are subjected to this type of intrusive search, at airports and jails, and that should be chilling." End quote.
Our work is just beginning. Call Governor Perry right now and tell him to put the TSA pat-down bill on the agenda for the special session.
They came to take that gun, their self-defense from them. No! And we told them, come and take it!
Yeah! Would you submit to one of these pat-downs?
Not if I could avoid it. No, I mean, who would?
Thank you.
This is no laughing matter, Madam Secretary. Countless citizens have had horrendous experiences with TSA pat-downs.
But passenger Thomas Sawyer says there was nothing funny about his pat-down at Detroit's Metro Airport. He says it was so aggressive it spilled his urine bag, a result of cancer surgery. He had to travel in a urine-soaked shirt and pants.
I was just mortified. My underwear had been dropped to the floor. I'm standing in front of him with my underwear and had to ask to pull it up.
A child is stripped to the waist as he's searched at an airport by TSA agents.
It's ridiculous.
Unbelievable. The Transportation Security Administration refused to allow a 4-year-old disabled boy to pass through airport security without first taking off his leg braces. The 4-year-old was born prematurely. He has malformed ankles and low muscle tone in his legs, and he was just beginning to walk at the time this happened.
She put her full hand on my breast and said, "What is this?" And I said, "It's a prosthesis because I've had breast cancer." And she goes, "Well, you'll need to show me that."
Kathy was asked to remove her prosthetic breast as a flight attendant on her way to work.
It was just so horrific.
He yelled at me, "No, get the belt off. I told you to get the belt off." So I took the belt off. He ran his hands down over and pulled the pants down. They went down around my ankles.
At that point, Perry was standing in his underwear in public view. He asked to see a supervisor. That made things worse.
She was yelling, "I have power! I have power! I have power!"
The power to stop him from flying to Florida with his wife that day to celebrate their 50th wedding anniversary.
Police officer, I think she molested me. I'm a police officer now! No! I'm a police officer! She just molested me! For God's sake, somebody help me!
But one Texas lawmaker is standing up to stop the TSA from sexually molesting travelers.
The man, the myth, the legend, Representative David Simpson. Thank you so much for coming to support our Constitution. It's about liberty. Freedom. Freedom of travel. Freedom to access public buildings and transportation without being molested. Touching our private parts is being made a condition of travel. It's a violation of the Fourth Amendment. And I am not alone in the Texas House. 94 other House members co-authored HB 1937. But at the 11th hour, the Department of Justice sent an inaccurate letter full of falsehoods threatening a no-fly zone if this legislation was enacted. That is right. This is a come and take it moment. That's right.
The liberals say the government must stay out of our bedroom in the privacy of our own home, but why aren't those same liberals saying the government must stay out of our underwear in a public place with dozens of witnesses?
I want to see our sexual assault survivors protected, our children protected.
That's freedom.
The TSA would have you in less. Less than this. They have your children in less. Your wives.
I am making a choice today that I will never again allow myself to be subjected to such disgusting abuses of power. John had them agree that if they were going to touch my body, that he would be able to videotape it. And he asked one simple thing: don't put your hands on her pants, don't touch her vagina. And they said they couldn't do that. We turned around and walked out, and the movement rose enough money for us to take a train home. And the train didn't leave for 2 days, and we were on the train for 36 hours, and we slept without blankets on a train, miserable. But you know what? I wasn't violated that day, and I am proud to say that I will never be violated again.
Freedom is the answer. It doesn't matter what the question is, folks. There's no authority to put a no-fly zone over Texas. HB 1937 merely criminalized groping. So Rick Perry, do you hear us? Include HB 1937, SB 29, HB 41. Bring it to the floor! 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 Bring it to the floor!
Every time I go to the airport, I have a conversation with a TSA agent, and they all say, well, you don't have the right to fly. That's hogwash! Yeah. We have a natural right to freely travel anywhere throughout these United States.
Restoring liberty to this country, the principles on which this country was founded on, are worth fighting for. And that's what we're doing here. This bill never would have made it as far as it did had it not been for each and every one of you taking your time to do your effort. We all can do a little bit, and we can all make a difference.
Take it to the floor! 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 Take it to the floor!
Homeland Security! We draw the line in the sand here! we say in all serious, don't mess with Texas.